So you may be a multi-site childcare owner and running those programs, whether you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it can be a challenge. So in this video today, I want to share with you guys what are some softwares that I use as a multi-site childcare owner to run the day-to-day operations, to manage the books, to all of that great good stuff when it comes to how to operate a childcare program as a remote owner. Let's dive in today. So some of the softwares that you want to think about using when you're thinking about operating your day-to-day childcare program, whether you're on-site, off-site, it can all be mixed use. One of the first things I want to say is that you really want to have an excellent security system. Okay, that's going to be the most simplest thing. You really want to invest and you want to have an excellent security system. The reason why is because you don't want people just walking into your childcare facility. You don't want to only just have to be able to turn the lock or thumb lock. You want to have a really good security camera system so you can see. And when I say invest into your center, I mean invest, right? So the cameras that we had when we initially got cameras and our daycare center was like super blurry. Like I thought they were good at the time, but just like a car, just like anything else, it's always new models that come out. And you always got to upgrade. So you want to make sure you have a thorough security system so you can see what's going on, so you can visually see it in real time and it's not all delayed and blurred, okay? So have a really great security system, not just cameras, but also a really great like door buzzer system for people to be able to come in and out of your facility because let's be honest, security is key when it comes to protecting our babies and our childcare center. Another software system that I use is going to be some kind of bookkeeping system. This is really important. So I use QuickBooks. Even though we have a CPA and a full-fledged full-time accountant, we still use QuickBooks, right? So you can use QuickBooks is a really great software. If you guys are looking for a referral code, and make sure you check down here in the description. But QuickBooks is a really easy software that I love to use. They have simple, basic packages. Just whether you're doing your own bookkeeping, maybe you might be a family-based childcare program, or maybe you might be a solo or sole proprietor in your business, but you need some kind of bookkeeping system because at the end of the year, when it comes for taxes, you should know what your bottom line number is. You should be able to run reports. You should be able to get your hands on reports. You should be able to see what your profits and what your loss statements are, okay? And your balance sheets. So make sure that you use some kind of bookkeeping system so you can keep up with the numbers because that's where it's at, okay? Another great system that I use when it comes for parent communication, this is like our parent portal. There's plenty of them. I've used plenty of them. One of my favorites that I love to use is Hi Mama. So Hi Mama is a really, and this is not a endorsement video in any way, shape, or form, but I've used Hi Mama. I've loved it for years. We used it in our family-based, even in our center-based program. That's a really great one. Another one that a lot of my clients use and our CEO Circle coaching community is they use Brightwills. Brightwills is another really great, communication portal to send pictures and reports and tuition payments and all of that great good stuff. The one that we currently use is Tadpoles, which is associated with our curriculum. That's why we use it, just for the fact that we use teaching strategies. So Tadpoles is another really great portal that you can use to send pictures and communicate. You really want to make sure that you find a software that's right for your program. Every single software is not good for your program because some of them may be too complex, right? Like prime example, I bought ProCare, I think it was called ProCare. I never input none of the children for almost 7 months. It was a very complex and I just couldn't figure it out all from being the computer or cloud-based or all of those. And that's just my personal, before y'all drag me in the comments, that was just my personal experience with that. So you want to make sure that you find a software, especially when it comes for parent communication, that it's user-friendly, it's easier to understand as the owner or director, and then it's really simplified for your staff because let's be honest, they're probably the ones that's going to be sending pictures, sending reports. You want to have certain settings that they can't send stuff without approval. All of those things that go into maintenance and the quality of your program. So those are just some of the things that we use when it comes for parent communication portals. So now we talked about your parent portal, but what I will say is a lot of those programs that I already mentioned, Tadpoles, Brightwills, Hi Mama, they also offer file management systems. So, and even ProCare Solutions also offer management systems. So management systems in the space of when our children's files due, health assessments due, agreements need to be renewed. These are all dates that you can put in there. Another one that's really, really great for our Pennsylvania providers, which I'm a Pennsylvania provider, Philadelphia specifically, I use Childcare 2.0, that is. They have a 1.0, but I also use Childcare just because it's specific for my state when it comes to our staff clearances. And that is the one that's also bundled into our free package as a private-based pre-K provider that we partner with the city of Philadelphia. So I also love Childcare just because it outlines the clearances, when they expire, when they need to be renewed. It sends you reminders. It sends you emails. So a lot of your parent-based programs will also bundle in your management when it comes to files for your staff files and your children files, so you don't fall behind. But one of the things I do want to share, because I'm just one of those providers, again, if you are a family-based childcare provider and maybe your money cannot afford a curriculum, plus a management software, plus a telephone system, like all of these things that it takes that you think that you need, some of the things manual may be your space for this season right now in your childcare program. So I always use a really, really great simplified spreadsheet. Even though, yes, I have state-of-the-art software management systems, but I'm just one of those owners that I want to be able to see all whole picture. Okay, I don't want to be able to click. I want to see it all pictures. So that is why I created my very own software spreadsheet. It's called our master list spreadsheet, not just for children, but also for staff. And I can see every single thing, every emergency contact, agreement, health assessment, food program application, photo authorization form, all those things is laid out in a spreadsheet. And not only have I created it for myself, but I've also created it for any of my clients or any of my customers that's looking for the free version. Why? Because once you actually click that spreadsheet, you can purchase it directly on our website at www.educatedminds.com. I will leave that down here so you guys can click it in the description, but it's free, right? So once you download it and purchase it, you don't got to pay no monthly fees. It's completely done for you. All of the columns are done. All of the layouts are done. And then whatever your specific clearances are, you can go in there and you can change them. Right? So for instance, in our state of Pennsylvania, we use FBI, state police, your sex offender clearance, all of those things. That may not be your regulations, or maybe you have some. The entire spreadsheet is edible. So you can literally purchase it one time, which is super, super affordable from our website, and then just have it on your computer or in your Google Drive, because it definitely is flexible. And that way you're not committed to anything if that is not your bucket of affording all of these software systems. Okay. So that's a more simplified manual version for you, but I use it just because, again, I am a multi-site owner and I want to be able to see all the updated dates. I also want to be able to see what my director is working on. So we share the Google Drive, we share that spreadsheet in the Google space. So I can see, she can see, and our other owner, which is my mom, can see everything that's going on. I can see exactly what files she's maintenance, the dates are in there. It's super simple, and it's affordable, okay? So that's another system that you can always use, really, really simple, and I'll make sure I put the link down here in the video. My next one is going to be phone line systems, right? So one of the big things that I was like super worried about, okay, is the phone system, right? So let's be honest, when you first start out as a childcare-based provider, every single center has their own phone. Everybody answers the phone a different way. The whole system is not streamlined. And that's one of the biggest things that I always wanted to make sure, whether I became a remote owner or whether I became hands-on, or maybe I wouldn't go into my facility the same way. I didn't want the intake of enrollment or potential employment or just business matters in general to get lost in the sauce, right? Because I know as a childcare provider, the teachers are busy, the director is busy, everyone's busy. They're doing the day-to-day stuff. So I wanted to make sure that there was some kind of system attached to my own phone. So I want to talk about some of the phone systems that you can have that are either attached to your phone or maybe potentially online, and the phone may ring, but if they don't answer, it'll pick it up for you. Or it may have an automated system, like when you call some of your bigger, larger companies and you hear that automated voice, okay? But then you got extensions in the press. So some of the ones you may want to consider is going to be Ring Central. You also may want to consider Grasshopper. Another really, really great one is Dialpad. There's a lot of different systems that's out there. I always recommend, again, what is the system that's best for you? What are things you want access to? What are things you don't want access to? What are going to be simplified for you and your team and your staff? So one of the things that I've done that I just have found Best is that we have a whole separate phone. So if you guys see, I got multiple phones here. So we have a whole separate phone line, which is attached to this work phone, and everything comes into one line, no matter what center it's at, whether it's at this center or that center. Everything is attached to this one number. They're all forwarded in. So another more inexpensive way, which is something that I've done in the beginning stages of kind of coming out of the center and coming out of the building as that CEO, is all of our calls are forwarded to one line. So whether I answer it or not, the virtual number will pick it up. However, but most of the time that is my role on a day-to-day. I'm getting all the calls forwarded in. So I know what's going on. I'm not missing a beat. I'm still very, very much hands-on and involved in my childcare program, even though I'm not there on a day-to-day, because the calls and the follow-up is in the power is in the follow-up, guys. I'm telling y'all, like the power is in the follow-up. So you want to have some phone line system if you are not at your center on a day-to-day, or if you are a multi-center owner. So yes, you could spend money on a phone system, or you could just get another separate phone in your business name. That's a video for a whole nother day. In your business name, that's obviously a tax write-off, and make sure that everything's forwarded. So therefore you as the owner don't miss out on important business stuff, okay? And last but not least, my last system is going to be bills. You need some kind of systems for bills and how you pay your bills and what your systems are. So I obviously love to use my most simple one, and that's going to be bill pay, that's attached to all the different bank accounts and all that great good stuff, because being organized as a childcare owner, just an entrepreneur in general, you got to be organized, right? So I love to use bill pay, but I'm also a spreadsheet girl. So what do y'all think I did? Created a spreadsheet, and I didn't just create it for myself. I also created it for all of my clients. So you guys are more than welcome to head over to our shop online now at educatedminds.com, where you can just solely independently download this spreadsheet. And guess what? The formula's in there for you. Like, it's built in. So if you put that you spent $20 at the supermarket, and you put that you spent another $10 on gas, it's automatically going to calculate up the $30 there for you. I put the formulas in there for you in this spreadsheet, all in one place, because let's be honest, our goal is to save. Our goal is to not have to spend where we don't have to spend. And even though all of these systems are really, really great and can be useful in your business, you got to know what your budget is for your business. You might can't afford all of these fancy, softwares and systems and things to operate your business. And that's why I've created specifically for you those spreadsheets, including the one when it comes to bills, right? Because I want to know how much I'm spending. I might not have QuickBooks, right? Let's say you don't have QuickBooks or bookkeeping, but I could put all my numbers into my spreadsheet. And it's not just for the business. On the spreadsheet, I also put in their household, because as an entrepreneur, you're not just paying your own business bills, you're also paying your household bills, right? So you want to make sure everything is in one exact place. All right. So that is one of the systems that I use when it comes to bills and who paid and what was the balance and what I owe, and is a lot. And then when you have 4 centers, that means you got 4 center bills plus your own home. Okay. So it can get very, very crazy. So you need a spreadsheet that everything is in one place. So now I want to hear from y'all. Let me know, what are some systems that you're already using in your childcare program? Are you using online, offline, manual spreadsheets? Like, what's going on in your childcare program? Drop down in the comments below and let me know, what are you using, or let me know, what are you struggling to use, so therefore I can give you an answer right here on our YouTube channel. And if you like this video and more where they came from, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe so I can know what videos you guys want to learn more from. And of course, if you're always looking to meet with me one-on-one or join into our coaching community called the CEO Circle, and that is our CEO Circle, where we meet with childcare providers and aspiring childcare providers every single week. And we're talking about something live in our private Facebook group and doing master classes and bringing experts in. And it's not just me, it's my mom and I. That is our sacred community in the CEO Circle. So look to see you soon, and until next time.